Hi, I'm Amber. Today I want to talk about why I like the words twin flame. Welcome to my channel, Good Stuff. Like I said, I want to talk about why I like the words twin flame. That might sound a little strange. Why do I want to talk about this? Well, first of all, I want to talk about it because I want you to feel better. If you're having a twin flame experience, I want you to know that everything is okay. It's going to be okay, and it just keeps saying it is okay. And if you're having any type of spiritual awakening, this can apply to you as well. I want you to feel better, and I want you to know that you're not alone. Also, you're not broken. I think sometimes we always think there's something that we need to fix, something that we need to work on, and the more we think that, the more we create that. So don't think that you're broken, okay? You're beautiful. I also want you to remember to trust your intuition. This is probably one of the biggest things that I'm learning in this twin flame experience is trust your intuition, because really, guys, our brains cannot logically understand what is happening here. And our brains are made to figure things out and analyze things, right? It can't figure out twin flame. Even the words, like I said, it's still hard for me to understand the technical part of it, in that the teaching is that there's a one soul that is in two bodies at the same time on earth. My brain can't understand that. This is all faith and trust. Um, and free will. We can believe what we want to believe. But again, it's our intuition guiding us and letting us know what we can trust and what is right for our own journey. So it's a reminder for me as well. I'm right here in the thick of it with you, okay? So I'm going to keep coming back to intuition throughout this video. But I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why I was kind of had inspiration or was inspired to make this video in the first place. I've noticed that in watching some twin flame videos in the community that it seems like quite often people say just casually while they're talking about it that they don't even like the label twin flame, and even when they are a twin flame. And so I find it just amusing in a loving, wonderful way. This is no judgment here. It's just really to talk about how we're all at different places in this experience, and that whatever we want to believe is okay. So I understand why people say that too, because we don't like labels. As humans, we do like labels in one sense. We like to try to put things in boxes and categories, and then in another way, it's like our essence and our spirit doesn't really want to be labeled. So I get it. I'm not here to say the label is right or wrong. That's not what this video is about. I'm just here to say that whatever you believe about the label is okay. So I know for me at the beginning, when I first came across the terms, it was such a relief and such a comfort. So it was certainly okay for me at that time, and it's still okay for me now. It doesn't bother me at all. So it still resonates with me. It's still just like any label, when we hear a term for something, our brain immediately understands what it means. So right now for me, that's where I'm at. When I hear the word twin flame, it encompasses everything that this experience is, for me personally. And so I just really still find comfort in the term. However, I do totally understand why other people maybe feel they want to get away from it. Even the short time that I've been a part of this community or coming to understand these things, I see how many different ideas there are out there regarding the twin flame experience. And again, you kind of are just going to find your own path and find out what is really resonating with you and helping you grow. And really, what's helping you move away from needing to keep looking for answers outside yourself. And believe me, I am still, like I said, I'm still right here with you. I'm still sometimes going outside myself to seek answers as well. So just be patient with yourself. I've said that before in another video. It's just everything will happen when it's supposed to happen. So don't fight um, don't resist and don't fight your own feelings in this regard. Like I was saying, I had no idea what twin flame was when I first came across it on YouTube. And I'm going to post a link below of the video that I first came across. It's by a woman named Stephanie Kraft. Stephanie is an energy healer and a hypnotherapist. I haven't used her services. She seems pretty cool, and I just really liked her video. I liked the way that she explained it, and of course, it was the first one I came across, and it was very validating, and it was very comforting because she just described what I was experiencing, and I thought that was so amazing and bizarre because I thought, oh my gosh, how could this be? She's naming all these things that I'm experiencing and it has a name. Oh my gosh. So it was pretty surprising. And the title of her video doesn't contain the word twin flame at all. That's how I ended up clicking on it. It was had the words intense connection in there. And so I was searching things online about connection, just trying to get a greater understanding for what I was experiencing, because up to that point I was really only using the word different. To myself, or when I would talk to my husband about this, I would just say, this is just so different. I don't know what this is. This is really different. And so again, that's why that label was really comforting, because it just gave me a deeper understanding of what I was experiencing. And this video isn't going to be a list of signs of what you will experience. There's plenty of those out there. I don't know if I'm ever going to do one. I may or may not on my own personal experience. I do think it's sometimes interesting to see what we all personally go through because there's variations. But I am going to post another link. This video is going to have a lot of links. But I think that's such a great way to help all of us, is just to share what we've learned in our process, because it's, I just want to help you feel better, like I said. So I'm going to post another link of a woman named Christine Lopes. I hope I'm saying her name right. But she's a spiritual teacher, and I just think that her video, I think it's like she may even have actually 4 parts. There's definitely 2 where she outlines the signs of the twin flame connection. And I think it's really great. And not to get too sidetracked, but of course there are a variety of things that fall under that. Not everyone's going to experience the same exact things, but I think there are some core things that we all do experience. And I think also what makes this different, because for instance, the triggering is definitely part of this experience. And triggering can be part of our life as humans. Anybody can be triggered. Even when we go on social media, sometimes we're triggered. I mean, we see that. But the difference in the twin flame, as you know, is that it's very, very intense. It's very just all consuming, and it just all seems to happen so fast. You feel like everything's coming at you at once, and it's just like nothing else that you've ever experienced. And so that, along with other things that happen, just it's like the combination of all the things happening so intensely and so quickly that really give it that label twin flame. So you don't have to call it that, but if it feels good, call it that. One other quick thing I wanted to mention about Stephanie's link. I hadn't watched it since I had originally watched it back in November, but I did rewatch it the other day in prepping for this video. And everything was still resonating. There was one thing that kind of made me go, I want to talk about that on my video. I want to explain what that means to me specifically, and that's when Stephanie mentions the twin flame connection being a great love, or a greater love than you've ever experienced. I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly how she words it, but and I don't exactly know what she personally meant by that. So again, it's not anything on her. I just want to tell you what I think about the love and the word great in regard to that, okay? I don't think any love is necessarily greater than another. I don't think love can be measured. For instance, we don't love one child more than another. We don't love one parent more than another. And I mean, I'm speaking general here. I know there's things that can happen in our life that could cause us to have stronger feelings for someone if someone has hurt us, but just go with this, okay? So, maybe you've had different relationships with with people, and you might say, well, I loved him or her more than I loved this other person. Okay, but when you think about it, it's different. It's a different type of love. It doesn't necessarily mean it's better or greater, because I think that's what this twin flame experience is teaching us, is unconditional love, and just how that expands out, and we just love, love, love. And so it's not that it's greater, it's just that it's so intense. And so that's kind of what I'm touching on here, is the intensity. Um, and you could call it greater if you want because of the intensity, but I certainly don't feel like the love for me personally is greater. And I don't like to measure that, because I wouldn't ever want to say something's greater than how I love my child, or greater than even how we feel about ourselves. And that's what we're really learning, is how to love ourselves, right? Okay. There's so much with this topic, and this is my first twin flame video that I'm making, so bear with me because I'm trying not to splinter off into different topics. I'm trying to stick to this one. Why I like the term, and how I want you to trust your intuition, okay? But just again on the, I have a note here, so I'm just kind of looking down at it again because I want it to read right from it, because I like what I wrote here. So again, the love that we have for our children, our spouses, our friends, our family, that's gigantic too. It's great, right? It can, but this twin flame experience, because it's so intense, it can feel kind of, like I said before, all encompassing and then some. So that's what can make it feel so great. This experience is here to show us that love is boundless, that it doesn't have conditions. So love is unconditional. And it's something that we've heard our whole lives, but this experience is here to teach us how to connect with that and actually feel that. Okay, it's like it possesses us in a sense. Instead of just knowing it, instead of just our brain knowing it, we feel it. All right, and so this love feels so big or great, it feels like the sun. I like to say it feels like the sun. Then we are shown how to take this light and this love and this great big sun, and we are shown how to spread its wings over others. That's its purpose. So like I said, this purpose is of this experience, is one of its purposes is to learn how to connect with that unconditional love. And it's just it's for everyone. It's for everyone on the planet, and it's especially for you. For you, I'm pointing to me, but it's okay. So back to the comfort that the term brought to me personally. This was key for me because it's really what I needed right at that moment. It was such a relief, such a comfort. It was so soothing. It was absolutely what I needed. And like I said, I sometimes still do. I'm right here. I'm on this journey too. I know what it's like to have good days and bad days, some days where I'm not going within as much when I should be. And I'm the first one to admit that. So I'm looking forward to just going more and more within myself and loving myself more and more on this journey, because that's such a big part of it. So the more we learn to trust our own intuition, the less we're going to be looking outside of ourselves for guidance or validation. What helps? It's meditation. I've said it before, I'm going to keep saying it, it's meditation. It's such a huge tool, such a huge part of this, okay? It's part of everybody who's on a spiritual journey. It's a big part of our practice, okay? And it's so important because that's how we go within. That's how we learn to trust our intuition, and it's such a beautiful thing. And I hope you're already experiencing meditation and you're doing it. And for those of you who aren't, I'm going to post a link. Surprise! I actually just came across an article today about meditation, so it kind of dispels any fears that you might have or hesitation. It just kind of puts those fires out for you. It'll relax you and make you go, oh, I can do this. Really, just don't think about meditation, just do it, okay? All you need to do is go on YouTube, type in meditation music, find music that really clicks with you, makes you feel good, and then just close your eyes for 10 minutes. That's it. You don't have to worry about what's coming in or out. Just close your eyes and listen to the music and see what happens, and then do it again, and then do it again. And before you know it, you will be craving that 10 or 15 or 20 or 30 minutes or whatever. You'll be wanting to do it more and more. Also, remember to be gentle with yourself, okay? This isn't how fast What can I do to get there? Remember I mentioned the sun? I also heard a song today that I love by George Michael called Flawless. I'm going to post the link. So, one of the cool things when I listened to this song today was that it's constantly repeating, "You are beautiful." And so I thought, oh my gosh, that's what I want to talk about too in this video, is how beautiful we all are. And he says, "You're flawless, you're perfection." Okay. So we can hear these words, and some of you might be thinking, oh, I'm not perfect, I'm not beautiful. Okay. Don't do that. Just take it in. If you don't like the kind of music and you don't want to listen to the song, that's okay, but please read the lyrics and just take it in. Don't tell yourself the story that you've been saying. Just go, yes, I'm beautiful. All right, so the reason I brought that up is because, where did I write it down? Because also a lyric in the song, it says, he says, "It's no good waiting for the sun." And so I just thought, oh my goodness, that's really appropriate too, because here I am talking about the sun and these feelings and this love being big like the sun, but it isn't good waiting for anything either. So don't be waiting for something to happen, okay? Just be loving now, be you now, be present now. I thought that was a great lyric to share with you guys too. Also, something else I was thinking of when I wanted to talk about this, or when I was kind of writing my outline, is think about a child. A child can't be pushed or forced to do anything. They do it when they're ready. So sleeping through the night, or discontinuing nursing, or finishing their potty training, etc. They do it when they're ready. Of course, we try to nudge them, guide them. Sometimes we try to force them. And when you force, you definitely know what happens. You're pulling a screaming child away from a toy, or you're putting a screaming child to bed. So you can force, absolutely, but you're going to meet the resistance. So that's why I thought it was a good example of think of a child and relate that to this experience, because you don't want to force yourself. We're not just doing nothing either. Remember, we're not just waiting, but we're not forcing. So if you have a day where something feels off, you're frustrated, you're angry, you're sad, just accept. Just go with it. Don't push, don't resist. You've heard it a million times. What you resist, persist. Okay, I'm going to give you a great link below, another link to a woman named Amy. I think her channel is called Illuminating Joy. She's a manifesting coach, and she has great videos about dropping resistance and accepting what is. And this has been a great tool on this twin flame journey, because there's so much you learn about yourself that you have to drop the resistance on. Things that have come up even from your past. When those things show up, you have to just drop the resistance. That's how they go away. People are always talking about we have to heal, we have to heal, we have to heal. And for a while, I would read books. I started off reading Eckhart Tolle and Michael Singer, the very beginning of this experience. And I always felt like, well, they're explaining it, but they're not telling me what to do. I want to know what to do. My brain, right, wants to know what to do. But that's just it. It isn't like this is what you have to do to heal, because it's just acceptance, and it's dropping resistance, and it's being in the moment. That's it. It's being in the moment right now. It sounds so simple that you think that can't be the answer, but it is. And like I said, I'm still right here with you learning this day after day. I have some days where I feel like it is a dominant thing happening, that I am able to just be in the moment and love, love, love. And then I'm still having times where I'm really struggling and I'm resisting. And I know that's when I'm absolutely resisting. So again, Amy's videos are very, very helpful. And I've already said this too, but remember, this journey is about loving you. It's learning to love yourself in a way that you never fully have before. All right, so own it. Own this experience. Love it, which means accepting it, and honor it. And for me, that word honor, it has such, I love it. You might have another word you want to insert there, but I like the word honor. All right? If you know anything about law of attraction, you know what you're putting out into the universe is what you're creating and what you're receiving. So think about this. If you say, I honor this twin flame journey that I'm on, what are you saying to the universe? You're just, what do you think you're going to get back? You're going to get back amazing things when you just honor this experience that you're having for what it is right now. And one more thing before I finish up here, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to repeat a little mantra. Okay? If you don't like the words I use, you can always change them, say something different later. You can use this in meditation if you want, okay? But close your eyes and say, I'm grateful for this experience because it's teaching me to stay open, to love, and to honor my truth. Okay, say it one more time. I'm grateful for this experience because it's teaching me to stay open, to love, and to honor my truth. All right, open your eyes. And how do you feel? You know, you should feel good. When you feel good, that's it. That's what you want. That's being in the moment. And if you didn't feel good when you said some of those things, that's the resistance that you need to work on dropping. Okay? That's it. That's all this is about. All right, so thanks for watching. Keep loving each other. Keep at it. It's only going to keep getting better and better and better. You're not broken. You're beautiful. You're flawless. Absolutely beautiful. Perfection. All right, guys, subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you soon about some more good stuff.